Welcome to the Station for Learning. Today we are going to talk about the foundation of curriculum development. The foundations of curricula refer to the underlying principles and theories that guide the development and implementation of educational programs. These foundations can be categorized into several key areas, such as philosophical foundation. This includes the beliefs and values that shape education, such as essentialism, progressivism, perennialism, and constructivism. Each philosophy offers a different approach to what knowledge is important and how it should be taught. For example, in essentialism, it focuses on teaching essential knowledge and skills, emphasizes core subjects and academic rigor. In progressivism, you center on students' interest and needs, values problem solving, and experiential learning. Whereas in perennialism emphasizes timeless truths and classic works, believes in teaching universal principles. In constructivism, the views are learning as an active and constructive process, and students build knowledge through experience. The next is psychological foundations. In the psychological foundations, you understand how students learn and develop is crucial. This area draws from theories of cognitive, social, and emotional development, including behaviorism, cognitive development theory like Piaget's stages, and multiple intelligences, such as of Gardner. In the learning theories, we get to see the behaviorism, in which the learning occurs through stimulus and response. Reinforcement shapes behavior. In cognitive development, Piaget's stages explain how children construct knowledge as they grow. Individual differences may we can look at the multiple intelligence, such as Gardner's theory recognizes diverse forms of intelligence beyond traditional measures. Learning styles, we look into the psychological foundation, such as students may prefer visual, auditory, or kinesthetic approaches to learning. The next foundation is sociological foundations. This aspect examines the role of society and culture in education. It looks at how social factors like class, race, and gender influence educational opportunities and outcomes. There are social factors included, so historical evolutions and the cultural influences. Such as in social factor, we look at the class, race, and gender influence, educational opportunities. Equity remains a central concern in curriculum design. In the historical evolution, the educational reforms and movements have transformed curricula over time. Past practices inform current approaches, and in the cultural influences, multicultural perspectives shape what knowledge is valued. Curricula increasingly reflect diverse cultural viewpoints. Next comes the political and economic foundations. Education is influenced by political context, policies, and governance. This includes the role of government in education, funding, and the impact of legislation on curriculum development. Whereas in the economic foundation, the economic context can affect educational priorities and resources. This includes the impact of funding models and economic conditions on the availability and quality of education. The government policies actually dictate the educational standards. Then legislations shapes the curriculum requirements. Local and versus federal control creates varying approaches. Then other economic factors are also involved in influencing the designing of a curriculum, or building the base or foundation of any curriculum. The next is foundations that we are looking to. These foundations work together to inform curriculum design, ensuring that educational programs are relevant, effective, and responsive to the needs of students and society, such as the technological foundation. In this area, it focuses on the integration of technology in education and how it can enhance learning experiences. Key components include are digital literacy, understanding how to effectively use technology tools and resources for learning, communication, and collaboration. Whereas in instructional technology, the use of various technologies such as computers, tablets, and educational software to facilitate teaching and learning. This includes the development of digital content and online learning environments. Then in the e-learning, the rise of online courses and virtual classrooms has transformed traditional educational settings, allowing for flexible learning opportunities and access to diverse resources. Assessment technologies, the use of technology for assessing student learning, including online assessments, data analytics, and feedback tools that provide real-time insights into student performances. Now we look at the innovative teaching opportunities, which are incorporating technology into pedagogical approaches such as blended learning, flipped classrooms, and gamification to engage students and enhance their learning experiences. Now, integrated curriculum development. In this area, we start from the resources and implementation, then comes the societal context, then the psychological foundations comes, then the philosophical alignment is embedded, and then the very important the students need. What do they need, and how can we develop a curriculum that is based on the students' needs? Effective curriculum development integrates all foundational elements. This comprehensive approach ensures programs meet student, educators, and societal needs. The most successful curricula balance theoretical principles with practical implementation. This is all for the today's class related to the foundation of curriculum development. So if you want to learn more about any topic, you can definitely tell us in the comment section and also give us your suggestion about the video quality. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.